Check, 1, 2, butthole.
All right. Yep, it's working. We are back. It is Happy Tuesdays podcast episode 8. I'm here with Colonel Mustard.
No.
Sorry. I'm here with Grimace from the McDonald's crew.
Does Grimace make a noise?
I don't know if Grimace makes noise.
I don't think Grimace talks.
I'm here with my fiance Lauren. And yeah, we got a lot to talk about today. It's been a while since we've had a podcast episode.
Yeah.
Keep talking while I find out if Grimace makes noise.
Well, today, I haven't been super active on the Crafting Cars TikTok, and then I got really upset because today currently is it January 19th or the 20th?
Today's the 19th.
Yeah, the 19th. So TikTok went dark last night, and I was really upset because I fell asleep. I couldn't use the last few minutes of TikTok. And then, when I woke up, it had the stupid message. You couldn't use it anymore. I was like, oh, because I love my TikTok and I love to send my girlies TikToks. And I was really upset. And I was like, I hope it's not down for long. And then by like 1 p.m., it was back up. So it wasn't even down for like 12 hours barely. But, for those few hours it was down, I missed it tremendously.
Grimace does talk.
Oh, what does he say?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Oh, but I was thinking because he's like a monster, he'd make like a noise or something.
No, he speaks English. So let me pull up my notepad here. So you've already touched on the TikTok.
Yeah, I missed it a lot. And I think, so anyways, we posted a TikTok today because we did, can I see?
Yeah.
The Godzilla crystal 3D puzzle. I got it for Afton for Christmas.
And it's awesome. I've never done a 3D puzzle before.
I didn't know that was, they're like, there's a bunch of them. They're called crystal 3D puzzles. And it's actually hard.
Yeah, ages 12 and up. So
yeah.
Unless you have like a really advanced, maybe like an 8-year-old that's...
Well, we're 25 and 26 and we had a little bit of trouble. So.
Yeah.
But it's hard because it's like really tight fit and it's hard to squeeze the pieces together a bit to make it all fit. And then we did break it, but we fixed it and it's...
Yeah, a little hot glue. You can make the 3D puzzle work.
Yeah.
Anyway, Happy New Year. This is our first podcast of the new year.
Yeah.
So my goal for this year, my YouTube goal, I'm going to try not to miss a Tuesday upload.
Okay.
So every Tuesday, it's either going to be a podcast or an episode. And you guys need to hold me to it.
Are you looking at me?
I'll hold myself to it.
I got stuff I got to hold myself to. So.
Okay.
I'll try to remind you.
Another thing is, I'd like to reach 10,000 subscribers. If it happens, that'd be pretty sick. If it doesn't, it is what it is.
What do you got?
We're at like a little over 7,500 right now, so it's definitely possible.
Yeah.
And third goal is just have a kick-ass, awesome time. So
yeah.
You got any resolutions?
No.
Nothing?
Oh, am I supposed to be holding it closer?
It helps.
Oh, I don't know. Not really. My goals for 2025 are continue exercising regularly, which I haven't been doing.
So get back on the bike.
I gotta get back on that. Finish school.
Yep.
Get married.
That's right.
Other than that, I don't have much.
That's okay.
I don't try to give too many goals because it's like, some shit happens, shit gets in the way, and then
yeah.
I don't want to be disappointed.
I made a new friend at work. Hi, Sean.
Hey, Sean. I don't know
Sean.
you, but hey.
Yeah, third shift. It can get pretty lonely.
He talks about you a lot.
Yeah.
I'm getting jealous.
And, third shift being lonely, it's cool or whatever for a lone wolf such as myself. But even a lone wolf gets lonely sometimes.
Right.
So, yeah. Sean, welcome to the wolf pack.
Ew. That was good.
Yeah, I know. That was the point.
Who's the alpha?
That would be me and Logan. We share that position.
Oh.
Yeah.
As alpha.
So I miss my boy Kevin. He used to be on third shift, and he left. Now he's on first shift. Yeah. So Kevin transitioned to first shift, but we'll just say Kevin transitioned and he hasn't been the same since. And yeah, I miss Logan a lot. So we're gonna be hooking up pretty soon here. Not hooking up, but hanging out.
Yeah.
We're gonna be hanging out. Speaking of hanging out, I'm working on the Acura Legend right now, and I'm trying to pull the transmission out, and it's pretty tight in there. So just like doing the head gasket job, that Legend's got some hands, and I'm about 25% of the way through the job. I want to pull the tranny so I can do the rear main seal on that car.
Nice.
Speaking of Acura, I got some other Acura news. We saw our first Acura Legend on the road the other day.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
A white 2-door coupe,
Mhm.
second-gen Acura Legend. I nearly slipped out of my seat.
Yeah, I was driving. He was real excited. I didn't even notice it until he said something and I caught a glimpse of it in the rearview mirror and I was like, I just saw the butt of it.
That's all you need to see. Oh my goodness. It's got such a street presence.
Yeah.
What's cool about the Legend Coupe is the front end. Like, it's got the square ducts in the front, the rectangle-shaped fog lights. It's got kind of a R32 GTR front end look. It's boxy, yet smooth. I don't really know how to explain it, but it looks really good.
Yeah.
Pictures online don't do it justice, but I'll throw up a picture for you guys just so you can see what I'm talking about. Man, it looked good. And yeah, we went to funny enough, we saw it on our way to the Acura dealership.
Yeah.
Had to pick up some specialty parts. And yeah, it's kind of cool. You can walk in there and, yeah, I'm looking for parts for a 1994 Acura Legend LS. And then you just let your nuts hang as you walk out the door.
Oh, my God.
We saw a Moto Campo in there.
Oh, yeah, they had one of those. That was funny. I was like, I thought about sitting.
You thought about sitting on it?
Yeah, I thought about sitting on it.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like we would have gotten yelled at.
They're like $1,000, I think.
It's like 800, 900. I think, but I'm sure like after taxes and stuff, it's probably
They've probably gone down.
I think a little bit.
They look like a MacBook.
It does look like a MacBook. Yeah, you're right, actually. It does kind of look like a weird computer.
And we got to see the Acura Integra Type S up close, although it doesn't look so awesome when it's covered in road salt.
Yeah.
They just had a gray one there.
Yeah.
Be an awesome car. And man, do they put some low profile tires on that thing. They look like 25 or 30 series sidewalls.
Yeah.
Like rubber band tire. So yeah.
I don't know.
It's like I was talking to Sean about this, where same with like the FK8 Type R, they come with 20s. Get rid of those 20-inch wheels and put some 18s and some fatter tires on there.
Yeah.
Get a much better ride out of it.
Yeah.
It's like, is it Tyga that says too much rim makes the ride too hard?
Tell that bitch hop out, walk the boulevard.
Exactly.
I need my money pronto.
So he was onto something. He was onto something there, and I've experienced that myself. You go with those low profile tires, trying to show off your big wheels.
Mm-hmm.
It's just gonna ride like shit. So
yeah, I didn't know that you couldn't, or like when I had my Fusion, I remember I went to Discount Tire to get my to get new tires on one time, and I had already picked out what tires I wanted and whatever, and I brought the car into the appointment. And I don't know, one of the techs or something went out there and he came back in. He's like, you have the wrong size tires on your car. And I was like, oh, really? I had no clue. I was like, I didn't know that. And I think I've gotten my tires changed here before. Like, did nobody tell me? And I was like, well, does it matter? And he was like, oh, well, no, I guess not. And I was like, okay, then put the fucking tires on that I picked out. I really don't care.
Yeah. You got a little leeway. Like on the CRV?
Yeah.
I went plus size.
My tires were only off by like a half an inch.
Yeah.
I was like, does it matter? Like, I already picked out these tires. I went and bought them online. Like, I'm not going to go through the whole fucking process again.
The only things that are going to change is your tachometer.
Yeah.
Your speedometer is going to be a little off. Usually not by much, especially if you're only changing the like the overall wheel diameter by like half an inch.
Yeah, it was literally like half an inch. And I didn't notice. I was like, dude, just get the shits on there that I already bought.
Yeah.
I was like, leave me alone, please. Don't try to upsell me. Put the shits on that I got.
Yeah. I ordered the Linglongs. I want
the Linglongs. I'm falling on a budget. Put them shits on. I got places to be. All right.
So, yeah. What else we got going on? Yes, more I went on this crazy tour bus car. I'm going to call it the party bus from hell. So what it was, what happened is I was invited to this car garage tour party bus adventure extravaganza club. And basically what it turned out to be was like 60 plus year olds meeting for breakfast over there in Hudson, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And, over at the old Carboners. And,
Ooh, that's some of those guys were popping that
we
day.
did have Carboners. Yeah, there was, I'll get to that. So anyway, yeah, we pile into this bus and Gideon, if you guys remember him, he invited me, and he had another buddy there that invited Gideon. And I thought this was going to be like maybe a 3-4 hour ordeal, you know? We're going to ride around in this party bus.
That's what I thought.
Check out some boomers' garages, you know, look at some classic cars.
Yeah.
Maybe stop for lunch, go home.
Yeah.
I was out of my house for 13 fucking hours.
I thought it was closer to 50.
Closer to 15 hours after I had already spent the whole night awake because I am third shift boy.
Yes, because you've been trying to keep up your sleep schedule on the weekends.
And while I was gone, on the party bus, we only visited 4 garages. And the first one was the best. I'll include some pictures and little video clips. One of the coolest things I saw there was that Smokey and the Bandit style Camaro. So where they take the, I forgot what generation it is, but it's the newer Camaro, the one that looks like the new Bumblebee or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
I think, yeah, it started like 2000, maybe it was 09, 10, 11. I forgot what year they brought it back. But anyway, that generation body style. But then it's kitted out to look like a Pontiac Trans Am. Mm-hmm. So they got the classic Firebird Trans Am with the black and gold. But then he had also another Camaro that was spec'd out to look like the Judge, the GTO. And then another one spec'd out to look like Chevy SS. And the only cool one was the Firebird looking one. The other ones were a little strange. And then he had I think it's called a Yanko Camaro. It's either Yanko or Jesco, I forgot. But that's a 1,000 horsepower factory supercharged Camaro.
Too much.
He also had like probably over 30 vintage Arctic Cat snowmobiles.
I like that.
That was pretty cool.
I didn't go with, but Acton showed me all the photos when he was done. And I had like the kitty cat snowmobile when I was a little kid. Yep. That was from like, I forgot, we looked it up one time, but it was like early 90s or like late 80s one.
I love 90s sleds.
Yeah. So those are the ones I like seeing those photos because those are always sick.
Yeah.
Or like the old Polarises too.
Yeah. Where they have the engines kind of popping out the hoods.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And he had another room in there too that was full of taxidermy. So I guess,
my God,
this probably billionaire had a whole room where he spent 4 years basically hunting all around the globe. He had polar bears, giraffes.
Polar bears are endangered, I think, officially still.
Yeah, a couple. So, he had 2 zebras side by side. It could have been father and son, brother and sister. They could have been zebra lovers.
Yeah.
Either way, they're both dead now.
And they're just here to sit in this guy's
marlin, rattlesnake, all sorts of antlered creatures. Like, holy buckets, man.
I mean, I don't know about you, but taxidermy freaks me out a little bit. Like, you know, we live in the Midwest. Like, most people have like a taxidermy deer head on their wall. Like, I get that.
Yeah.
But like having an entire room full of fucking taxidermied animals.
It's weird. To me, I feel like they still have a little soul left in them.
It's weird.
And they got eyes, so it's like they're looking at you, you know?
It's like you feel kind of bad for them because you're like, yo, they're probably killing them. They're not using the meat, right? Like, you know.
Yeah, like, let me get some of that giraffe meat.
Right.
Give me some of that neck meat.
Like, they're not even killed for sustenance. Like, they're killed just for fun. I think that's the fucked up part of it.
Just for sport.
Just for the sport. I don't think that's a sport. If you're just killing something for fun, like.
And like when there's these guys that are like billionaires, it's all charter hunting too.
Oh yeah.
Hop in my little safari wagon. I'll take you to where you need to be.
The animals are tranked up.
Yeah.
They move at 0.5 miles an hour.
Yeah. They're nibbling on the salt block they placed out there for it.
Exactly. That's what I mean. I was like, I don't know. But for like me growing up, my dad and my brother always hunted, but we hunted and we process the meat ourselves in our house. We put it in the freezer. We eat it for the next year.
Yeah.
You know, we use like we have the pelts on the wall. We use them for stuff like.
And shooting the deer controls the wolf population.
Well, that's what I'm just like.
What does killing the giraffes do?
Exactly.
Or the zebras?
Yeah, I'm like, that's what I mean. So I'm like, it's just, I don't like seeing that type of stuff, like the stupid ass safari hunting shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, that is so ridiculous.
I'm a hunter through and through. My middle name is actually Hunter.
Yes.
I would never kill a damn giraffe.
No. Like, if you're going to hunt, use it. Like, don't waste that poor animal's life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They had was it a marlin or a swordfish there? It was huge, and that's a fast-ass fish. That fish can go over 60 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just think that's
so there was there was 3 more stops. One of the stops we saw a bunch of like Mopar. They called it the Mopar Church. There's a bunch of old Dodge vehicles. Some pretty cool stuff in there. There was one guy I met that he just had kind of old, he was just an old farmhouse with some classic antiques, a couple project cars. He was pretty cool, but he was into vintage bikes too. And we were kind of checking out the same like 80s Honda Sabre motorcycle, V65. That's a sweet bike. It's like 1,000 or 1,100 cc. It looks kind of like the Interceptor, just dialed back a little bit on the sportiness. And man, I would love to have one. But anyway, we swapped numbers, and apparently he's got an OEM 1985 Honda Interceptor exhaust waiting for me. So that'll be cool. I can get rid of the little Amazon carbon pipes that previous owner put on there. And
are they actual carbon?
No, it's fake.
Oh, I was gonna say
That's
I didn't
the
think
thing.
they were.
Yeah, the chain guard I made, that's real carbon.
Okay.
That's just, it's probably like hydro dip.
I was gonna say it doesn't look.
No,
real.
it's not
it
a real.
doesn't have that same like sheen to it like normal.
No, and
carbon
the
does.
weave is too perfect.
Yeah.
What's cool about carbon fiber is you look at it, it's got imperfections in it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't look right. There's
Yeah.
something that doesn't look right about it.
Yeah. So yeah, those are probably like $49 mufflers on Amazon. He welded on there. I'd like to take those off my Interceptor and get the OEM pipes back on. With carbureted engines too, especially like small engines, the style of exhaust you're running changes. It's basically like it completely changes your air fuel ratios. It changes everything. It really messes up your tune.
I don't know.
And yeah, changing the motorcycle on your exhaust, it can kind of change the power band. And changing your power band on the bike means you got to reject your carburetors. This is old school technology. So you change anything, you got to adjust for it. And the only way to adjust for it is messing with the carburetors. And who wants to do that? Put her back to OEM spec. That's where it belongs.
Yeah.
These V4 engines sound so good. Stop messing with them.
Yeah.
You get it tuned right, it sounds like an angry sewing machine. Like grandma, like grandma's knitting some blankets for Christmas.
Like she's got that pedal controlled sewing machine.
Yeah, and like Christmas is 2 days away.
Yeah.
She forgot. Her Alzheimer's are kicking in. And it's like, oh shit, Christmas is 2 days away. It's time to make some blankets. She stomps on that pedal. That's kind of what a V4 Honda Interceptor sounds like.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. I love them. And so yeah, so we saw it first. Oh yeah, we saw Nosferatu, the movie.
Yeah.
Man, it was almost cool. It was shot so cool.
Yeah, like the cinematography of it.
The cinematics were sick. Yeah.
And like I can see what he was going for. Just the plot of the movie, and like some of the scenes were just like, girl, what the fuck?
It got a little gross at some points.
Yeah.
And it didn't need to be. I'm okay getting a little spooky at the Nosferatu movie. I'm all for it.
I thought it was gonna be like more like a scary movie, but it was just like
I wasn't really too scared.
weird.
It was more just made you feel gross.
Yeah, like, and I didn't like. I mean, I don't know. I guess I have never seen the other Nosferatu movies.
It's the telling of a classic story, but they did not have to put the kind of rapey, kind of gross scenes in there.
Yeah, that wasn't. Those were weird.
So I can't really recommend that movie.
No, I told people at work, I was like, don't watch it. If you're thinking about watching it, do not. In my opinion, I would say don't go watch it, just because I feel like it was also very long.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would definitely not watch it again. And I love to rewatch movies. I would not watch it again.
Mm-mm.
Like, just weird. And then you see his spinner when he gets up. You see the outline of his spinner when he gets up, and that was weird.
Yeah, we didn't sign up for that.
No, but the funniest part of the movie was when Willem Dafoe is talking with her and they're hatching up their plan, and he accidentally says Haktua.
Yeah, I guess that was
Look
super
it up.
funny.
I noticed it. No, I noticed it in the theater, and I leaned over and I said something after it. And I was like, he just said Haktua. And he didn't hear it. He didn't notice. But then I saw it on TikTok a couple of days later. Somebody else was like, yo, he says Haktua
In the Nosferatu movie.
in the Nosferatu movie. But yeah, apparently there's supposed to be like a bunch of symbolic shit in it too. And I was like, I didn't get it because I didn't understand it because I was too uncomfortable watching that fucking movie the whole time. And then the weird scene where the spoilers, beep beep.
Skip ahead 2 minutes if you don't want to hear the
what's his face? Like the friend. His whole family dies, his wife and his kids.
Yeah.
And then he goes into the tomb and fuck is that? What?
Anyway.
Like, what?
Yeah, there were some gross scenes in
Yeah,
it.
like, I just did not love it.
Back to automotive news. Many of you guys probably have heard, a lot of people see that Honda and Nissan are collaborating. Actually, it is now Honda, Mitsubishi, and Nissan are collaborating.
Ooh.
A lot of speculation on why that is.
Money.
From what I'm gathering and kind of what I'm seeing is they're scared. They're scared of China.
China, China, China.
Why are they scared of China? There's no reason. They can't make anything good. Wrong. China is now like 10 years ahead of everybody, just like Japan used to be.
They made TikTok.
They made TikTok.
Okay,
they got us by the balls.
I need to Google about that because I don't know why China made TikTok, but the Chinese people aren't allowed to use TikTok.
They have a better version.
Redno. Or I guess it's still TikTok, but they just call it something
I believe
different?
it's still TikTok over there that's just...
Called something different?
Maybe, yeah. I'm not sure exactly. But it's a completely different algorithm, and it pushes learning and science and achievement and stuff like that, where our TikTok pushes... Silly. Stupid.
Goofy. Brain rot.
Yeah. But anyway, apparently they have been pushing out some very cheap, but very reliable and comfortable, just like pretty decent quality electronic vehicles. And Japan's noticing, and Japan's getting scared. So I believe that's why Honda, Nissan, and Mitsubishi are teaming up. And word on the street, now don't quote me for this, this is word on the street, but these EVs are coming equipped with premium Linglong tires with a 600-kilometer warranty. Yeah, hard to beat that.
Don't like all Hyundais do that? Because they're going to break.
I don't. Oh, no. Hyundais, they give you a powertrain warranty, like almost bumper to bumper, but it's usually only 100,000 miles. And Hyundais and Kias, they seem, especially the older ones, I don't know about the newer ones, but they really like to give out around that mark.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I was like, is it Hyundai or is it Kia that always gives out, they always give out the really good deals and warranties, but that's because they're going to shit out on you.
Yeah. Who knows? I mean, guilty and was it not?
Innocent until proven guilty.
Innocent until proven guilty. These new Hyundais and Kias have not been out really long enough to see what they're made of. But you know, they seem to be selling more, which means they're making more money, and when they make more money, they can put more money into their product, which means they might come out with a better product. Because when they first came out with the Hyundais and Kias, as most of you mechanics know out there, they're trash.
Well, I was going to say there's those few videos last year, too, of just Kias. Sorry.
Just got to point it at your mouth. It doesn't have to be close. You just got to point it. That's how the microphones work.
Okay. Of the Hyundais and Kias, like, or no, it was just like, I think it was just the Kias. Their fucking engines exploding.
Oh, that's just part of the experience.
But I was like, I'd see those videos and I'm like, y'all still want to buy these after you see so many videos of people on the side of the road and their fucking car is on fire.
It's because they're cheap.
Spontaneously.
It's because they're cheap. And once you pull them off the lot, they really go down in value.
Well, any car.
Yeah, but especially Honda and Kia.
Car.
Honda and Toyota, they seem to hold their value the longest. Especially if you get like
for sure.
And then some trucks too, like F-150s hold their value pretty good. Silverados.
Silverados?
Colorado.
Yeah, you say Silverado.
No,
I'm driving my Chevy Silverado around town.
I'm driving my GMC Sierra around town, and it's a 4x4.
I'm going to pick up my lady, and we're going to go on a date to the local diner.
My Silverado's got a bench seat, so I can sit closer to my lady. Oh, I want a car with a bench seat so bad. Yeah. So bad.
I remember I'd love, because my dad had a Silverado.
Bench seat and a lap belt. Oh, and the old lap belts felt so good. I don't know. My dad had a lot of classic cars growing up.
Yeah.
You know how like most are seatbelts these days, the belt buckle itself or the little tongue is metal, but you're clicking it into a little plastic receptacle.
Yeah.
Not in the old days. It was all metal. Mm-hmm. Metal button you push, metal buckle. The receptacle was metal too. Oh my God, did that feel good?
Yeah, but don't they make it plastic now? So like,
it doesn't get so damn hot in the summertime.
Oh, I guess I was thinking like maybe in like a really bad, they could break it easier if they have to like cut you loose or something. But then you cut the seatbelt.
Yeah, so they got seatbelt cutters for that.
Yeah, never mind. I don't know.
I don't know. But the old lap belts, if you guys have been in like the old classic cars, like the 60s cars, man, those things were like They were solid.
Really?
They were super solid.
I
Yeah,
don't
it was
think
just
I've
like
ever sat in
just a
one.
chunk of metal, but they did get super hot in the summertime.
Yeah, that
And
doesn't
then
sound.
they didn't really have tint on any of those vehicles
Yeah.
back then either. So
No, I remember that. Like even just the normal metal like latch part.
Yeah.
You touch that shit in the summer, you're like, ah!
yeah, those buckles got.
But I remember I used to
they
love
felt
to.
really good, really satisfying.
Yeah, I used to love to sit in because my dad's in his Silverado, the front middle could turn into like a bench seat or a seat.
Yeah.
I love sitting in there.
Yeah, it folds up and you could sit on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved sitting on that thing.
Yeah. Even the like you shut the doors on a classic car. It's got such like a nice steel clunk sound when you shut that thing. Oh
they're
man.
heavy.
Yeah. It's quality stuff. Just yeah. So, another thing with the whole China car deal. They're so serious about this shit that they're actually converting a lot of their smartphone factories to auto factories. So I'm not 100% certain, but I thought I heard that they are one of the factories where they used to make iPhones. They are now making electronic vehicles there.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So just something to think about. Also something to think about. They sell hot dogs in packs of 10, but buns in packs of 8. Strange, huh?
Yeah.
Just kind of goes to show you that life doesn't always work out according to plan.
No.
So just be happy with what you got.
They just want you to throat 2 dogs.
Be happy with what you got because you can always have a hot dog. Anyway, Lauren's been on a Jell-O kick recently.
A Jell-O and pudding.
Yeah, Jell-O pudding.
I'm really fucking with gelatin right now.
Yeah.
I'm fucking with gelatin heavy at the current moment.
Lauren is actually 75% gelatin right now. See,
Well, that doesn't sound nice.
The thing. Oh, yeah, it does not
That
sound
doesn't
nice.
sound nice. Guys, I swear.
Everywhere she goes, she jiggles.
I swear, I'm not in the greatest shape of my life, but I'm not in bad shape either. All right.
Since your body is 75% water, if you drink a Jell-O packet and do a couple cartwheels, will your body turn into Jell-O?
Yeah. Did you even watch Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs?
Yes, I did.
All right, so just reference that.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
I know there was some Jell-O. I know.
Made.
Yeah, I remember they were jumping in this like Jell-O trampoline in that movie.
Yeah, well,
That looked kind of good.
How did he make it rain Jell-O from the sky?
Why is the lady in Cloudy with a Chance of Meatball kind of?
That's the point. She's the love interest.
Yeah. Speaking of love interest, we've been planning our wedding.
Woo!
Woo! Pretty exciting, and we're getting done with the most.
We got all the big things booked, like caterer, venue, photographer.
Now let's just open up that pocketbook and let it rain.
Yeah, we're keeping it simple. I was talking to my mom about this too yesterday. I went to my parents' house and I was chit-chatting with her about it because she's really insistent on throwing me like a bridal shower.
Oh, nice.
Not my thing. That's okay if she wants
Showers
to.
or bridal showers?
Bridal showers.
Okay.
I shower every day.
Just thought I'd clear that up for
I'm
the
not
audience.
stinky. Stop.
No, she's not.
I'm not.
She smells good.
And then she was like trying to ask me about, or I don't even remember how we were talking about. Stop. And then somehow the topic of like a bachelorette got brought up, and I was telling her, I was like, no, I do not want to do that. I don't even want a bridal shower, but she's pretty insistent on throwing.
She's gonna throw you like a surprise bridal shower.
She's
gonna be like, "Oh, come over for ham," and then you'll show up all ready for ham, and boom, bridal shower.
I love ham too. Ooh, like an Easter ham. Ooh, an Easter honey ham. We used to have that at my grandma's every year. Fuck, that's good.
Don't let her listen to this podcast, otherwise she's gonna bribe you with some ham.
Oh, stop. She's not gonna.
Ham.
Anyways, but yeah, so I was telling her, I was like, I think it's kind of like, to each their own. If anyone wants to do a bachelor or bachelorette party, like go for it. If that's your thing. For me, no. First of all, I have a bunch of friends from a bunch of different friend groups. Forcing them all to get together one night and try to like make them have fun when they don't know who the fuck each other are. Like they don't know who each other are. The only thing they have in common is me.
That's perfect.
So then it's no, because I've done this shit before too, where I go to these things and I only know like the one person who invited me, but they know everybody. And then they go around and they're hanging out with all their friends and you're sitting there like,
feeling left out.
Yeah, like you feel weird. And like, I don't want to do that to people. And it just sounds like there's like nothing I even want to do that's like bachelorette-y anyways.
I feel like those situations are especially weird I don't know. I don't think I'd mind it, but I think they're especially weird when there's like two really close friends.
Yeah.
Like say it's like me and like say we weren't dating, but we were still real tight, you know?
Yeah.
And so like we're hanging out all the time. We're super close.
Yeah.
And then I invite like a distant cousin at the same time.
Right.
We're gonna have so many sweet references, so many inside jokes, and then the cousin's gonna feel left out. You know?
Yeah, exactly, and that's what I mean.
So I see what you're coming with. I see where you're coming from.
It's like they're like if their only thing in common is that they're friends with me. Like obviously, I'm friends with all these people because personality wise, we like mesh in some way. So like. You know, you can think about it like, oh, yeah, well, they could be friends, but it's like they're never going to see each other again besides after the bachelorette party, at my wedding. After that, never again. They're most likely never going to cross paths.
Unless they really hit it off at the bachelorette party and then they're like, next year we're doing the same thing.
No, I doubt it. So
Vegas hates to see us coming.
Dude, yeah. So I'm like, I just don't want to do that. That just sounds painful for everybody involved. Just weird. Like, and then like.
Are you projecting your anxiety onto others?
Probably. I don't know.
That could be all it is.
I don't know. It's not even that I have anxiety about it. Like I do it, but it just sounds like I just don't want to. It's just always so awkward. Like I've been to bachelorette parties before where I don't really want to be there.
Yeah, I've been at 2 bachelor parties and luckily they've been pretty fun just because of location. Like one was at Wisconsin Dells, can't beat that.
No.
And one was at like a really nice lake house. So, but they were both like felt like vacations. So that was fun.
Yeah.
It was no like going out to bars and clubbing and parties and stuff like that.
Because I went to if any of my family is watching this,
thank you for watching.
Well, thank you for watching. I went to a bachelorette party for my brother's wedding last summer, and I don't know, she's my sister-in-law now. We're not like super close. She's great, and I love her, and she's super nice. But I wouldn't say we're like the closest people on the planet. You know what I mean? Like we'll chit chat, but I'm not like. Whatever. And then it was just me and her and her cousin Mary, and Mary is very nice as well. But I was like, they wanted to go do like gambling and drinking, and I don't gamble. It was literally drink. It was literally the first time I had ever gambled in my entire life.
Well, good for you. You get beginner's luck.
No, I just was like, I don't want to do it. Like, none of this is interesting to me. And I went, and it was like super, like not awkward or bad or anything. It was just like, I just kind of want to go home.
The only thing I want to gamble on is sports. Introducing today's sponsor, Prize Picks. Do you like to shoot on sports? No. No.
Oh, I was like...
A lot of podcasters I listen to, they have Prize Picks.
Oh, okay. I was like, dude, you didn't tell me about this.
Yeah, it's a pretty popular one.
Anyways, yeah, I don't know. I think it's just not for me. I'm not going to do it, so...
Turns out I like the smell of eucalyptus.
Yeah.
I got eucalyptus Epsom salt. Taking a bath with that is nice.
This is like the worst ADHD podcast ever.
Guess what? And then I also got eucalyptus lotion.
Yeah, his mom gave me for Christmas.
My mom.
His mom gave me some eucalyptus lotion and like body wash for Christmas, and then he used it once, then he's like, oh shit, I really like this.
Yeah, when I run out, which I will soon, I'm buying some more.
Yeah, and then you got new deodorant too that's even eucalyptus.
That's right, yeah. My whole life, eucalyptus.
It's eucalyptus city now.
And it's all essential oil, and eucalyptus also works for aromatherapy. So you can laugh at me all you want, but I'm reducing my stress levels.
Right. You can actually get like eucalyptus, you can hang it in the shower. Like real.
I did see that when I was doing a little research. Mm-hmm. People be growing and decorating their homes with eucalyptus. Mm-hmm. Kind of cool.
You can always get some if you want.
Yeah. So yeah, I got the eucalyptus deodorant. It's aluminum free. And there's like a big thing out there saying like if you wear aluminum free deodorant, you're smelly. But I've actually had it's been performing very well.
Yeah. I guess he, you, me.
Are you about to talk about how I'm going down a microplastics rabbit hole? Yeah.
Microplastics.
So here's the thing.
Oh God, we're eating so many microplastics every day. Oh God, I drink out of a plastic cup every day.
I watched this.
Microplastics.
See how she's talking? Why do you think that is? Because she drinks out of a plastic cup every day. I watched this podcast. I forgot which one it was. It was one of those bro podcasts, I think. I don't know if it was Diary of a CEO or some dude or whatever, but I trust him. Anyway, he had this Asian girl on, and she was some sort of scientist or whatever. She's kind of dedicated her whole life to this. And she went on, basically she was talking about the dangers of microplastics, all the chemicals that are in our everyday products, things that people didn't really have to deal with 100 years ago. But now,
Well, yeah.
in this throwaway society, everything is plastic. Excuse me, I got a burp. Anywho.
Well, if you think about it, the only thing where I think it's okay, obviously, hospitals, you have to use a bunch of single-use shit, obviously, for sanitary reasons. So it's like never going to go away.
So I'm watching this podcast, and it's scaring me because there is a lot of negative health effects that these microplastics have on you. A lot of them are forever chemicals like PTFE, Teflon-based stuff.
PFAS!
PFAS. Yeah, so you get your PFAS and like your outdoor clothes, stuff with Gore-Tex, rain jackets. You get your PTFE, your Teflon, and your nonstick pans.
The DEET in your bug spray.
DEET in your bug spray? I don't know much about that, but...
There was that whole thing like 10 years ago about like, you don't want DEET in your bug spray, but honestly,
DEET is what makes it work good, I guess.
Yeah, but there's something up with that where like it really wasn't good for you, so they were trying to take DEET out of bug spray.
That's the thing. Like, if the DEET repels the mosquitoes, maybe you shouldn't be putting it on your body. If it's repelling like live organisms.
Yeah, but do you want to get the Zika virus from the mosquitoes?
No, I don't.
Zika.
You're scary. I don't want to get the Zika virus. But it's the same thing with the Teflon pans, the Teflon nonstick pans. It's legit a thing. If you are cooking with nonstick pans, especially if they're a little worn out, and you got a bird in the room, it'll actually kill the bird from the Teflon off-gassing, which is crazy.
Was this a real study you watched?
This is real shit. You could look it up. I'll go ahead and put it on the...
All right.
Put it on the board.
Put it in the links.
Anyway.
Link in the description.
It messes microplastics that mess with your endocrine system. People are linking it to diseases, allergies, mess with your hormones, messes with your fertility. I heard somewhere that microplastics can accumulate in your wiener.
Oh, yeah, they did that study where they like every single guy in the study ended up having microplastics in their balls.
Yeah.
Guys, I got microplastics in my balls.
And the second I heard that, I hopped on Amazon and I quickly replaced our plastic cutting boards with wooden cutting boards. All our plastic cooking utensils I replaced with wooden cooking utensils.
Mm-hmm.
I bought the hype and I got the hex-clad Gordon Ramsay pans. I haven't unboxed them yet, but I'm pretty stoked.
Oh, what's in that box?
Those are hex-clad pans.
I didn't know what was in that box. I thought it was a car part.
Listen to how excited she is.
Well, I was curious about them. Well, you get so many packages and like 90% of them are car parts, so I always just assume they're car parts.
No, those are hex-clad pans.
Oh.
They're industry leading. It's a alloy of...
So you've been having them sit there for a week, and you've been feeding me. He's been cooking me breakfast. He's such a sweetie pie. He's been cooking me breakfast every morning. I have eggs every morning. You have the knowledge that those are there, and yet you've still been feeding me those Teflon microplastic pan eggs.
I've been delaying it because once you unbox those and you want to start cooking with them, you have to season the pans. Since they're made
like
with
cast iron?
They're half cast iron, half stainless steel. So you do have to season them like cast iron, which all you got to do is put some oil on them.
Yeah.
Put them up to a low temperature, keep it like that for like 3-4 minutes. Maybe do that a couple times and you're good to go. And then the more you use them, the better they get. We cook with...
That should be good for me. I have low iron.
Yeah. Yeah, you get the iron from the pan.
You do. That's the point of cast iron. You literally get iron. The iron in your body is the same fucking iron that's in the ground, I'm pretty sure.
I know, but that's one benefit from cast iron is you're consuming it.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know about that.
No, literally, they have the iron fishes. You put them in water if you have like anemia or low iron, and you use the water and it's infused with iron.
That's crazy.
I'm pretty sure I'm like 9. I don't know. I guess I'm not an expert. This isn't a scientific fact, but I'm pretty sure it's all the same iron.
You're gonna see you like licking the railroad ties.
Well, I take iron pills, but it'd be nice if we could cook with it too, so that way I can get it through there.
Maybe if we cook with them enough, a little bit of iron will rub off on you. No. Lauren farted on the podcast?
No, I thought you farted.
No,
I thought I smelled something. So
oh, no. So anyway, yeah, same with Tupperware. We're getting rid of our plastic Tupperware.
Oh, yeah, all
and
glass.
got all glass with bamboo lids.
Oh, some of them have plastic lids.
Yeah, but anyway, I won't be using those. And so yeah, we're trying to cleanse that from our bodies. The only real way to get it out of your system is bleed it out or sweat it out or lose the fat cells that are trapping the microplastics. They say in 1 year you eat enough microplastics to make a credit card.
Really?
Yeah.
You gotta be shitting a good amount of that out, though, right?
That's the thing. A lot of it's since it's stored in your body,
Yeah, but
in your
how
cells.
does it store?
It's something your body doesn't like it. It's a foreign material to your body, and
So
it
then why
doesn't
wouldn't it
digest
poop it out?
I don't know. For some reason,
That's
your body
literally
absorbs
what
it.
poop is.
Maybe the particles are. I think the particles are so small, your body absorbs it. Because not only is it microplastics, now it's nanoplastics we got to worry about. Nanotechnology, Lauren.
I just, you know
Bioaccumulation.
It's, to be honest,
You ain't worried about it?
what the fuck can I really do about it? I mean, this is the most we can really idealistically do about it. The cows are eating the microplastics. We eat the cow.
That's the thing. They find it in polar bear blubber. It's everywhere.
That's what I mean. I'm like,
it's in our water supply.
It's in me. This thigh is 90% microplastics, baby.
Problem is, we got a lot of fat in our brains too, so the plastic gets stuck in your brain as well.
Got your myelin sheaths in there.
Whoa. Anyway, we did these.
Google it. You got your pineal gland.
Yeah, that's another thing. The fluoride in the water is calcifying our pineal glands, guys. Install a water filter before it's too late. It'll block your third eye.
Brother, all this just sounds like conspiracy theory, like crazy ass shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's honestly, I'm all for just focusing on things I can control, which the Tupperware, using better stuff to cook with, we can control. But you know what? I'm not gonna get too worked up about it. I mean, look at that. We got distilled water in a plastic jug right over there.
Mm-hmm.
We're using a plastic humidifier. You know what I mean? It's like.
Yeah, and at first we thought the only thing we had to worry about with the plastic bottles is the BPA, which is like artificial estrogen when we drink it. So yeah, like imagine you drink enough bottled water and like 20 years down the line, it's like, why do I got titties all of a sudden? Well, it's because of your plastic bottled water. But they took that out, so we're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, I think they found out because so many guys were convinced if you eat like tofu and shit, you're gonna grow tits.
Oh, the soy.
Because the estrogen in the soy, it's not the same.
Really?
They found out it's like not. I don't know. Don't quote me on this. You can do your
eat as much tofu as you want.
Do your own research.
You won't grow titties.
But I fully suggest that even on the stuff that we're talking about all the plastics and microplastics, do your own research. We are not experts by any means.
Far from it.
We're just silly little guys chit-chatting on a couch.
Yep.
Anyway, yeah, they were saying that the estrogen is completely different. So if all these fucking ding-dongs are like, I don't eat soy, low soy diet, I don't want to grow man tits.
You're a soy boy.
Yeah. Wrong. Eat as much as you want.
I'll have to look into that. I got a daily routine now, and I'm doing a pretty damn good job sticking to it.
Oh, that can be part of your New Year's resolution.
Yeah,
is staying to your. He wrote up a whole thing. You should take a picture of it and post it.
Yeah,
so I can see.
Basically, I get home from work. I make breakfast, clean up the kitchen, make my eggies.
Why don't you go into why you felt like you needed a routine or like your lack of routine before?
Having a daily routine reduces anxiety, and it just kind of. The reason it reduces anxiety because it gives you something to you have like a predictable schedule every day. You kind of know what's going on every day when I get home from work instead of like trying to organize, when am I going to squeeze this in? Well, now you know because you're doing things in an order, And
I've always been a routine person. So
it's always been super hard being a severe ADHD person here. It's super hard for me to stick to a routine, but I'm trying my best here.
No, we're
doing all right. And
honestly, you do better than I do sometimes. I used to be a very severe routine person. Like I had my routines and I did not deviate.
Studies show it's great for you. You'd be a much more productive individual if you stick to a routine.
Oh yeah. I mean,
slot yourself out some time.
Yeah.
To be productive. Slot yourself out some time to be silly.
Mm-hmm.
Slot yourself out some time to have a snack.
I mean, I still do it. Not to like, I used to do it like where I'm planning out like every fucking second of my day or whatever. I don't do that anymore. I'll do like, kind of like you're doing where it's more generalized.
I got a checklist, kind of like a nice order.
Right. Like I get up, I get dressed, come down, eat breakfast, go to work, come home, exercise, do homework, go back to work. Mm-hmm. I work a split shift, so my schedule's weird. Go back to work, come home, chill for a couple hours, maybe do some more homework and eat dinner and go to bed.
I like to wake up, shit, get out of bed, brush my teeth.
Shit before we get out of bed?
Anyway, we did nose strips today. We did those like chemical nose strips. I pulled some shit out of my face, man.
We should have taken a picture of it. We'll have to do it again.
I dropped my monster
Dude,
condom
John,
for my Magnum dong.
dong.
Yeah,
I'm the trash man.
It's been staring at me this whole podcast, so I had to
All
grab
right,
it.
girl.
Yeah, plan on doing more Legend content coming up here. The Civic is on the back burner right now. It will be for probably about a year. Which it is what it is. I got something bigger in mind coming up. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. It's going to be pretty exciting. Once I start this next big project, I might just go straight every Tuesday uploads. I'll be a pretty busy boy, so I'll have plenty of content. I want to finish that project as soon as I can. So, that's all I'm going to say about that. Lauren, it's been a blast.
Yeah.
Oh, the car driving by. That thing sounds like shit.
Yeah. Somebody, like they cut the exhaust or something.
Yeah, they cut the muffler off and called it a day.
I hope nobody ever cuts my muffler.
All right. Take it easy, guys. Take it easy. Happy Tuesday. Bye-bye.